Hello everyone. So our topic is gift under Muslim law. So we'll be discussing gift. So gift is called hiba under the Muslim law. So what is gift? A gift is a transfer of property where interest is transferred from one living person to another without any consideration. So we can say here that the transfer of property without any consideration from one living person to another is gift. It is a gratuitous and inter vivos in nature. Inter vivos means that both should be living, the donor and the donee. This is a general definition that is accepted by all religions, including Muslim law. As per Muslim law, a gift is called hiba. So this is a universal definition of gift, which is applicable everywhere. Now, hiba is an immediate and unconditional transfer of ownership of some property, of some right, without any consideration or with some return. And the term hiba and the gift are often indiscriminately used, but the term hiba is only one of the kinds of transaction which are covered by the general term gift. So here hiba is hiba is referred to a gift in a general sense, and under Muslim law there are various kind of gift also. So a man may lawfully make a gift of his property to another during his lifetime, or he may give it away to someone after his death by will. So the first is called deposition inter vivos. The second is testamentary disposition. So giving away the property through will is testamentary disposition, and giving of and the transfer of property by way of gift by while he is alive is inter vivos. Mohammedan law permits both kinds of transfers. So it is permitted under the Muslim law. Hanafi lawyers define hiba as an act of bounty by which a right of property is conferred in something specific without an exchange. The Shia hold that a hiba is an obligation by which property in a specific object is transferred immediately and unconditionally without any exchange and free from any pious or religious purpose on the part of donor. So according to Shia, a gift is an obligation where the property is transferred immediately and without any condition and free from any religious purpose. Muslim law allows a Muslim to give away his entire property by a gift, inter vivos, even with a specific object of disinheriting his heirs. So under Muslim law, there is a provision that the Muslim person can give away his property without specifying, give away his property without devolving that property or without giving that property to his own heirs. Now, essentials of a valid gift. That what are the essentials? Since Muslim law views the law of gift as a part of law of contract, there must be an offer, an acceptance, and transfer. So, offer is called ijab, acceptance is kabul, and transfer is the qabza, where it is acquired in the possession of the donee. So, these are the three basic essential. Now we come to first essential beside these three, a declaration by the donor. So there must be a clear, unambiguous intention of the donor to make a gift. A declaration is a statement which signifies the intention of the transferor that he intends to make a gift. So a declaration has to be made by a donor, and such declaration has to be clear. declaring his intention to transfer the gift. A declaration can be oral or written. The donor may declare the gift of any kind of property either orally or by written means. Under Muslim law, writing and registration are not necessary. So if a gift is transferred, any property is transferred, it is writing and registration of that gift is not necessary. Accord, According to Magnorton, a gift cannot be implied, it must be expressed, unequivocal, and the intention of the donor must be demonstrated by his entire relinquishment of the thing given, and the gift is null and void when he continues to exercise any act of ownership over it. So, according to him, a gift is expressed, unequivocal, and the intention of the donor must be specified, and he should relinquish all rights over it. And if he exercises any right over the gifted property, then the gift is null and void. Second, acceptance by the donee. A gift is void if the donee has not given his acceptance. So acceptance is the most important criteria. He has to accept the gift. The legal guardian may accept on behalf of a minor. The donee can be a person from any religious background. So it is not necessary that only a Muslim male, a Muslim person can gift property to another Muslim person, but he can give to any individual. Hiba in favor of a minor or a female is also valid. A child in the mother's womb is a competent donee provided it is born alive within 6 months from the date of declaration. So, unborn child can be a competent donee provided that he has to born alive from within 6 months after declaration. On behalf of a minor or insane person, any guardian, as mentioned under the provisions of Muslim law, can accept that gift. These authorized people include father, father's executor, paternal grandfather, and paternal grandfather's executor. So these are the four categories of the person who can accept on behalf of minor and insane person. Now, third essential ingredient is delivery of possession by the donor and taking of the possession by the donee. The mode of delivery of possession depends completely upon the nature of the property. So there can be delivery of possession. There are two types of delivery: actual delivery and constructive delivery. Now first, actual delivery of possession, where the property is physically handed over to the donee. The delivery of possession is actual. Generally, only tangible properties can be delivered to the donee. The tangible property may be movable or immovable. Under Muslim law, where the mutation proceedings have started, but the physical possession cannot be given and the donor dies, the gift fails for the want of delivery of the possession. So, mutation proceeding here refers to the process where the name of the person is entered into a register in whose favor the property has been transferred. That is the mutation proceedings. So here, where the physical possession of the property has not been given to the donee, and donee dies before taking the possession of the property, then the gift fails or the gift becomes void due to delivery of possession. However, in such cases, if it is proved that although the mutation was not complete and Donnie has already taken the possession of the property, the gift was held to be a valid. So this delivery of possession has to take place within the lifetime of the donee. The constructive delivery of the possession. Constructive delivery of the possession is sufficient to constitute a valid gift in the following two situations. So there are two situations where it is allowed. Where the property is intangible, that is, it cannot be perceived through senses. First. Second, where the property is tangible, but its actual or physical delivery is not possible. So these are the two situations where constructive delivery of possession is allowed. Under Muslim law, registration is neither necessary nor sufficient to validate the gifts of immovable property. As I have already told you, that registration is not required for the gift of immovable property. A hiba of movable or immovable property is valid whether it is oral or in writing, whether it is attested or registered or not, provided that the delivery of possession has taken place according to the rules of Muslim law. So delivery of the possession has to take place according to the Muhammadan law only. Now, subject matter of gift. That what are the things or the subject matter which can constitute the gift? So, first point it says that it must be anything, movable, immovable, corporeal or incorporeal, over which the right of property may be exercised, or anything which exists either as a specific entity or an enforceable right, or anything designable under the term mal. So mal means property. So anything which falls into the category of mal, even any right, it can be classified as the subject matter of gift, or it can be transferred as a gift. Second, it must be in existence at a time when the gift is made. Thus, gift of anything that is to be made in the future is void. For example, a donor makes a gift, the fruit of his mango garden that may be produced this year. The gift is invalid since the mangoes were not in existence at the time of making the gift. So, the gift must be in existence when the gift is made from donor to the donee. It has to be in existence at that particular time. Third, the donor must possess the gift, so it should be in the possession of the donor. Now, according to Hanafi law, the gift of an undivided share in any property capable of division is incomplete and irregular. So obviously, if there is a property and every has a shares, every individual has a share. So gift of that property is not undivided share is not possible. Although it can be rendered valid by subsequent separation and delivery of possession. For instance, A makes a gift of her undivided share in certain land to B, and the share is not divided off at the time of the gift but is subsequently separated and the possession is delivered to B. The gift, although irregular in its inception, is deemed valid by subsequent delivery of possession. So when the A made a gift in favor of B, it was undivided share which cannot be separated or divided. But later on, as it was capable of separating or capable of dividing, then the gift was delivered to the B. So here the gift is complete. Kinds of gift. Now, what are the different kinds of gift? First is hiba il iwaz. Hiba means gift and iwaz means consideration. So hiba bil iwaz means a gift for consideration already received. It is thus a transaction made up of two mutual or reciprocal gifts between two persons. One gift from donor to donee and one from donee to the donor. For example, birthday party, where you go to a birthday party while carrying a gift and you also go get a return gift. So both parties are gifting to each other. That is hiba il iwaz. The gift and the return gift are independent transaction. Therefore, when both Hiba, gift and Iwaz, return or consideration is completed. The transaction is called Hiba bil Iwaz. For example, A makes a gift of a cow to S, and later B makes a gift of a house to A. If B says that the house was given to him by A by way of return of exchange, then both are irrevocable. So a hiba bil awaz is a gift for consideration, and in reality it is a sale. Thus registration of a gift is necessary and the delivery of possession is not essential, and prohibition against musha does not exist. So we can say that hiba bil awaz is what? It is a sale. Hiba shartul awaz. Shart means stipulation or a condition. So hiba shartul awaz means a gift made with stipulation for return. Unlike in hiba bil iwaz, the payment of consideration is postponed. Since the payment of consideration is not immediate, the delivery of possession is essential. The transaction becomes final immediately upon delivery. When the consideration is paid, it assumes the character of a sale and is subject to preemption, that is sufa. Now, sadaqah. This is the third kind of gift. It is a gift with a religious motive to acquire merit in the eyes of lots and recompense in the next world. It need not be expressly accepted. So, sadaqah means that a gift which is made to the God. So, these were the all everything related with the gift. Thank you, everyone.